One little passage right here at the end of the book I think I'll read that might basically sum it up. The truth, after all, belongs to anyone who cherishes it, lives it, loves it, and is committed to it. God is all of us. I have been told directly that my record was the reason I was unemployable in the field in which I was planning on going into, even though I was already employed in the field. My record has misdemeanors on it. There's nothing serious on my record. I had marijuana for personal use. There was no sale or intent to sell or distribution involved with it. I had to pay a fine, no probation, no parole, no jail time, anything of that nature. These are old charges, and yet they still coming to haunt me. I'm a single parent, and I want better things for myself and my daughter, better life, better lifestyle. It's really kept us in a bottle as far as upward mobility, to trying to realize those things that society deems equate to happiness, the American dream, so to speak. Recently, I applied to the graduate school of an institution of higher education and was denied admittance due to the fact that I had denoted on my application that I had a criminal record. They ask for you to have integrity in these application processes, but they use that against you as well. My goal in this existence is to be of service to my fellow man. It's not even allowing me to do good things. So it's been really frustrating just trying to do the right thing. I see a wholesale disenfranchisement of people, not just African Americans, but anyone who has a criminal record is being disenfranchised by the system because we are not allowed to pursue that level or that state of happiness that we've been conditioned to try to seek. If I had a chance, what would I do differently? The answer to that in a nutshell is, I wouldn't do anything different. For you to say that you wouldn't make the same mistakes, all you would do is make a different one. I made some errors, I paid for them, I redeemed myself. I'm at the point now where I'm trying to make that move to an upward, a high level of existence, but it's keeping me from getting there.
Collateral damage in the war on drugs. Tom Hausman, August 17, 2017. The word criminalization feels right and just to us. After all, it has the word criminal in it. Even if we feel that the punishments being inflicted are unduly harsh, at least we know who is being punished: criminals, lawbreakers, those who have shown disregard for the notions of right and wrong. But what if that weren't the whole story? What if our culture of criminalization had far-reaching, unintended consequences we rarely even see or acknowledge, including forcing innocent people to suffer the loss of their homes, their families, their dignity, even their lives? This is what our culture of mass criminalization has produced. Its impact extends far beyond those who actually use or sell drugs. Consider a single working mother, raising her children in a public housing apartment, a home she received after years on a wait list. Her oldest son, a high school student, sometimes smokes marijuana in his room. Should she kick him out? If she doesn't, and he gets caught, she risks losing the home she has built for her family. Since 1983, public housing authorities have been required to include clauses in the leases of all residents allowing for the eviction of tenants who engaged in drug use or other behaviors that could threaten the safety of other tenants, a maddeningly vague phrase. In 2002, the Supreme Court ruled in U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development v. Rucker that FOs have the right to evict an entire household based on the criminal activity of a member or guest, even if the leaseholding tenant is unaware of the activity. Essentially, a mother could lose her home for not kicking her child out of her house. Innocent children can also be unjust victims of mass criminalization. The mere presence of drugs in the same house in which a child is living can mean a parent in prison and a child forced into the foster care system. In 20 states it is a felony to possess methamphetamine in the presence of a child, and in half of those states that same punishment applies to any controlled substance. Obviously, we all want to protect children from the dangers of drugs, but if drug use were treated as a health and safety issue, rather than as a criminal justice issue, our strategies could focus on helping parents protect their children, rather than punishing parents and placing children in the hands of the foster care system. The criminal justice system too often sacrifices nuance and context and results in children left without parents and homes. Criminalization of drugs undoubtedly makes drug use more dangerous, as users are more likely to engage in unsafe practices such as needle sharing, which accounted for 6% of HIV diagnoses in the United States in 2015. What if someone doesn't inject drugs, but their partner does? The sexual partner of a heroin user, who may not be aware of their partner's drug habits, is at greater risk of contracting HIV without even realizing it. If their partner were able to get access to clean needles without fear of arrest, both lives would be safer. If you found a loved one overdosing on drugs, would you want to call 911 to save their lives? If you lived in one of 10 states in the US without a Good Samaritan law, you would risk a police officer arriving on the scene and arresting you for possession. Often in these states, such calls are not made and people die. Every war has collateral damage, innocent civilians hit by stray bullets meant for other targets. The war on drugs is no different. When people who never possess or use drugs are at risk of losing their homes, parents, and lives, the system supposedly designed to keep us safe is clearly broken. The only solution to these and countless other unintended consequences of the war on drugs is to end the outrageous overreach of criminalization, decriminalize all drugs, and focus on harm reduction efforts that will help and protect both drug users and those closest to them.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department? Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done...
For life hating so much.
Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy. You work for us, Sheriff. Just keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America, you know. But at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers. It's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself, 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know, too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So, if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not, they're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now, where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran on, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran on no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But And there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know the $1 a month from Remedy is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.